What up? What it do? It's your boy JDQ with Vision Eye View TV, and in tonight's off the cuff chill stream. Now I will say off the cuff because although Wednesdays and Fridays are scheduled for streaming on this end of things, I will admit that I was this close of not getting on tonight. So for those of you who were like hoping that I would get on tonight, get on to stream, your prayers have been answered. No, but all jokes aside, I really was not feeling up to streaming tonight, only because I have a lot on my mind. Uh, Mental health is not entirely there, if you will. Um, amongst other things. But hey, we're here and we have a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully, I also get a chance to share a lot of things that you guys have sent me over the past few days. My team members from the channel have sent me a lot of stuff, and also a lot of you viewers and supporters of the channel as well. So hopefully we get to some of that stuff, and if we don't, then we'll definitely leave it for like on Friday or something like that. But yeah, I have a few tabs up ready to go. I just want to finish setting the mood here. Boom. And of course, blessings and love to every single one of you guys in advance. How could I forget? William and Cody, welcome back. Cody, thank you so much for being back. I appreciate it so much. And I really mean that. Everyone else on this channel that supports it and views it uh, can attest to me being actually genuine about when I say stuff like that. So it's awesome to see you back. Thank you for giving the channel a chance. And just in case you were not aware of, um, because a lot of people who come across my channel, they get like mixed perceptions or mixed ideas of what the channel's about. So just in case you didn't read what the channel is about and all that stuff, I'll kind of break it down in a few seconds. So this channel is not a ministry. It's not even a Christian channel per se. I myself am a Christian. I am a Christ follower. I am, God fearing man. However, this channel is in no way, shape, or form to be confused with a ministry channel or a Christian channel, solely because I'm not the only one that runs this channel. I am the face of the channel, and of course, with a lovely face, might I add. But no, my team members who are also Christian and are also believers and also Christ followers, um, they are on a different journey than myself, if that makes sense. And so, of course, from time to time, when my team members are on here with me having a team stream or an actual podcast episode, we tend to I tend to like allow them to express themselves however they feel they need to express themselves. And well, sometimes that leads into just being extremely open with like expressing themselves. And there might be a few words every now and then that will fly across your headphones and will come off as a little like a harsh Christian, if that makes sense. Cody says, I actually know quite a few of your viewers and mods from another community. It was so weird to find you randomly and see so many familiar names here. Yeah, yeah, no, I could see that. But this channel, it's really different from the main your boy JDQ channel, which I'm pretty sure that's the one that you're talking about, that you're mentioning. Yeah, this channel, the main purpose and mission of this channel is basically and essentially to go through the music and entertainment industry and pretty much um, I don't want to say put head to head with Christian artists because that's not really what it is either. But we review all those artists and their music and their songs and their artwork, art form, their content, and we kind of like put it on one side and say, okay, what are we really getting from this artist? What are we really learning, or what type of like what type of effect is their music and their work and their content having on us, our mental health, our emotional, our spiritual side, versus this other artist who is potentially like a Christian artist or someone who makes um conscious music, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so we kind of like compare both sides, and we allow the viewer and the listener to decide for themselves what artist or content creator they will benefit most from or get the most out of. And we leave it up to the people, we leave it up to the viewers and listeners, but we do give our commentary and feedback and opinion because all three of us are musicians. Um, yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm down for whatever. You seem like a big dude. I appreciate those words. But yeah, like I am a drummer. I'm a musician. Used to be a songwriter. I have my degree in greetings, Batman. Thank you, thank you for that. Listen. I almost never get compliments on my shirts and stuff. So hey, I appreciate those words. But anyways. On top of comparing music and comparing artists and giving you guys our opinion and feedback and commentary on who gets actually the or who you can get the most out of as far as like artists and songs go and all that. We also talk about TV and movie industry, and lately I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, Pee Wee Herman died. A lot of people were upset about that and were like, oh, like rest in peace, Pee Wee, and all this other stuff. But a lot of people forget that, he was not only accused of, but also, he got a little bit of taste of the law surrounding some of his actions in the past. So concerning children and CP and, doing not great things at the movie theater and so that kind of thing. Um, yes, that is true. Uh, wait, what? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Blessings and love to the lovely, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Emily Rose. Everybody, please receive Emily Rose with some warm loving. But yeah, anyways, going straight to business. Going straight to business. I do have a video from a channel that one of the bigger supporters of this channel put me onto. Dead Twist, I believe, put me onto the channel that I'm going to share with you guys in a second. And I've been following, as some people would say, like religiously, because they do a lot of great work. They do a lot of great commentary, and they do a lot of what we tend to do on this channel, but just on a more like summarized and just uh, better quality level, if you will. So give me 1 second, and I will share that with you guys. And I hope you guys can hear me and see me just fine because it's not looking too smooth on my end. So, anyways, let's check this out real quick.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Young Thug. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind my Patreons that later today, the video on the infamous shot that Jamie Foxx got will be dropping for all Patreons. Unfortunately, due to what I get into in that video, I will not be able to post it on here. So if you're one of my Patreons, make sure you check that video out later tonight. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. Even though the music industry seems so exciting and glamorizing, those from the outside looking in have no idea about the truth of what's really happening in the industry. Whether you want to believe it or not, the music industry is controlled by occultists who are Freemasons. I have shown time and time again that many of these celebrities the world loves so much are nothing but Masonic puppets who sold out and took the oath. The entertainment industry is a tool used to spread the Masonic agenda. The Masonic agenda itself is to normalize the masses to the Masonic values and principles in order to establish the New World Order. The New World Order is going to have a global New Age religion of enlightenment, a one world government who obeys those in command, and a reduced population so the masses are easier to control. Our world is at the brink of change, and sadly, this change isn't a good one.
I'm not
Many
crazy.
people to this very day, with all the evidence that's right in their faces,
I might be
refuse
a
to
little-
accept
little
that our
worried
world is ran by
involved
the
with, like,
Masons.
the
In the music
Mindspell
industry,
and all that,
we can
but
spot so much
I would
evidence
never
proving this
do that.
statement. Just about all superstar artists in the music industry are Masonic puppets, and it doesn't matter which genre. Whether rock music, pop music, hip-hop music, even country artists are Freemason. Not only does this mean the music industry is rigged, but it also means those top artists we see everywhere participate in occult rituals. A perfect example of this is the rapper Young Thug and his crew YSL. I have made plenty of videos on Young Thug, proving he's an occultist who took the Masonic oath. Young Thug, unlike many artists in the industry, doesn't even hide his Masonic alliance. His affiliation is displayed in his music videos like this one, where we can see Thug in what appears to be a Masonic lodge. We can also spot evidence of his alliance in these pictures that were posted by a Masonic lodge on Instagram. We can also find proof of it in this video where he openly admits his alliance out of his own mouth.
I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases.
I'm a Mason. I beat all my cases.
Young Thug is a Freemason, and for anyone trying to deny this at this point, you're just choosing to be blind. Thug practices ritual magic just like the other stars, and he willingly traded his soul to have the world. Right before Young Thug got arrested, he had revealed this album cover on Instagram, showing himself covered in blood. This is an obvious occult ritual, and in the occult world, this symbolizes ritual sacrifice. Occultists perform ritual sacrifice for many reasons, but mainly, it's done to have more. Right before Young Thug dropped this album cover showing himself covered in blood, his baby mother passed away after a random man at a bowling alley took her out.
A young mother is shot after getting into an argument over a bowling ball. Victim is Lakivia Jackson, who has a son with well-known rapper Young Thug. Now,
like I mentioned back then, I found this situation strange. Why would a random man just out of nowhere decide to take her out? Then not long after this happened, one of Young Thug's rappers, a part of his YSL label called Little Keed, mysteriously passed away right as the whole YSL takedown was starting. This was also alarming in my eyes, especially since we know 100% that Thug is a Mason. In my opinion, I believe both of these instances were ritual sacrifices, and I also believe that I have found evidence of that. Masons are occultists who practice all forms of ritual magic. Ritual offerings or ritual sacrifice is one of those rituals done by occultists, and this transcript put out by the authorities points to Thug being involved in just that. A while back, many hip-hop media blogs reported that Young Thug was caught encouraging his gang members to do crimes on a wiretap. In that recorded conversation, Young Thug states some very interesting information that proves Young Thug has performed ritual sacrifices in the past. During a conversation between Young Thug and Kyle Ordi, who's the leader of a set in the Bloods, Thug told Kyle, and I quote, "Sacrifices must be made. Soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won." Openly, Young Thug was admitting his own soldiers must be sacrificed to win the battle. Thug was admitting to having to sacrifice his own in order to win. Then sometime after stating this, he loses his baby mother and then his artist on his label. These were the sacrifices Young Thug was talking about. It doesn't get any more obvious than this. Here we have Young Thug talking about members needing to be sacrificed to win the battle while being a Freemason.
Yeah, let me just do a quick hopping in and doing a quick commentary here. So I'm trying to find a nice way of saying what I'm gonna say. It's like no matter how nice I try to come off and how respectful I try to be, like it tends to still come off as like tough love or something like that. So a lot of these, like the fans of these rappers and singers and artists and all that, they need to they really need to take a step back. You know, listen to what these artists are saying. Look at the context in which it's being said in, and stop thinking that when these artists and these celebrities and all that say sacrifices, they mean sacrifice, time and effort and perseverance and energy and waking up early and blah, blah, blah. No, especially not in this case, especially when this guy, Young Thug, is specifying that, soldiers must be, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll be sacrificed and all that. Like, he's being very specific, very specific. So it's like if people, they don't want to believe that people who are in these positions of influence and power and authority, it's like, oh no, that the higher up they are, the less they would do something like that because, it would create too much attention and blah, blah, blah. No, it won't. No, I promise you it won't. I promise you. They're in cahoots with the authorities, the police, the legal system. Whenever they go to court, in a lot of instances, I'm not saying every instance, listen to what I'm saying, because I don't want people talking afterwards, oh, he said that, no. Not in every instance, okay? But in a lot of instances, especially in Young Thug's case, where he is a declared Mason, said so himself, said by himself, it's not a rumor, it's not a theory, it's not opinion. He stated that he is indeed a Mason himself. In a lot of instances where that's the case, a lot of these celebrities, artists, and singers or whatever, they get off of this like scotch-free. And if not, the repercussions are very minimum. So people who say, no, he already stated that he's a Mason, and pretty much like not only admitted to it, but like flaunted it. But he also said like, pretty much saying like he'll get away with all this. Like he'll get away with like whatever he's being accused of or whatever, because he's a Mason. But anyways, I digress.
An occultist. How can people still deny what's right in front of them? To me, this alone proves Young Thug might have had something to do with what happened to Lil Keed. But recently, even more evidence was revealed that further confirms this. Just a few days back, it was reported that one of Young Thug's co-defendants were in the process of ritually offering a goat when the police arrested him. It was all apparently caught on body cam, which hasn't been released as of yet.
Bizarre request from Young Thug's defense amidst the rapper's ongoing jury selection, petitioning the court to exclude evidence of a ritualistic sacrifice in his RICO trial.
The only reason we found this out now was because Young Thug's lawyer is trying to have this situation removed from the evidence in Thug's trial, claiming that a religious act such as a ritual sacrifice shouldn't be allowed as evidence, as it would paint Thug in a certain light for his religious beliefs. This is the way the lawyer is trying to get the proof removed that Young Thug and YSL are a bunch of occultists who practice ritual sacrifice. What Young Thug's co-defendant was doing was making a ritual sacrifice for demonic blessings. They claim this is their religious preference. You tell me which religion you think they're talking about. What more evidence do people need to see to figure out what the industry is about? After seeing this, there's no way anyone can deny this. The industry is going to make this look like it's nothing, but we know exactly what this means. Young Thug is 100% capable of ritually offering Lil Keed and his baby mother. He is trying to win the battle with black magic. And like I said when this all started, I believe Thug is going to beat this case because of his Masonic ties and his occult rituals. Many people are starting to believe Young Thug won't be facing life in prison anymore like they were first claiming. As it's becoming more and more evident, Thug is going to be walking out of this one an even bigger star. Since the trial has started, a lot of information has been revealed. We have seen a lot of the people that were arrested with Thug take pleas and walk out of custody. The most famous being Gunna and Thug's brother. Almost 30 people were arrested with Young Thug, but many of them have already pled out. People believe this is going to hurt Thug, but what people don't understand is that this is all theatrical. I believe these people taking plea deals was all orchestrated by Thug and his lawyers, and it was possibly the best way to get Thug off the charges. I don't think Thug is going to do life. At most, he will get 3 years and be released on time served. The Freemasons have members spread out throughout all industries, including the judicial system. Most high-powered judges are Freemason members who took an oath to look out for other Mason members. I believe even though Young Thug is guilty of his crimes, he most likely won't face the time he deserves for them. Even though it's been a year, I am still confident this is all a part of the plans. Young Thug is a perfect example of what you must become to make it in the music industry. Thug sold his soul to the devil and took the oath and was so consumed by the evil to the point that he was allegedly ordering sacrifices. This is what you must be to have the world. Become soulless and cold and put money and power first over the lives of your own close people. When people want to call us conspiracy theorists for exposing the truth, just show them this video. Thug admits to being a Mason, and then his gang gets caught doing ritual sacrifices. We are not making up theories. We are exposing the truth so that the world can truly know what these artists do for the fame and fortune. We are finally in the times of mass awakening, and people are finally going to open their eyes to the truth. Hopefully, eventually, we can remove the influence these celebrities have over our people and free them of the mental manipulation they're consumed by. Hip-hop is being used as a tool to destroy us. Men like Young Thug are a part of the manipulation. While the fans are cheering at the concerts and singing every one of the artists' songs, they are not aware of what these artists had to do to make it there. In order for the fans to cheer, these artists had to perform ritual sacrifices and sell their soul. What's interesting is that Hollywood always loves to show the truth in plain sight. I am pretty sure some of you should have seen the old movie Jennifer's Body. If you have, then you might remember the scene in the movie where a band actually performed a sacrifice ritual on Jennifer, who was played by Megan Fox, in order to become rock stars. I actually think I should make a full video on this movie, as there's so much there. If you want to see that, comment Jennifer's Body below. This movie was showing us the truth hidden in plain sight. These artists have to make ritual offerings in order to have the world. And this is what I believe Young Thug did. Like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. And we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, so let me show y'all something that I'm pretty sure most of you have seen already, but just a quick reminder. It doesn't hurt to like remind, everyone. But how many times do they have to continuously like show us, continuously show their true colors, show their stripes, continuously just over and over and over again, like showing us what they're really about. Like this is not just for entertainment. This is not just for, yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic. You cover one of your eyes. Oh, it's an iconic pose. Just cover your eye. Do the 3 fingers like okay over the eye, or just cover your whole eye altogether. Like people need to stop making excuses for these artists and celebrities, bro. Like I'm tired of it. I'm really, really tired of it. Because the thing is, most people will be like, oh, like if that were true, they would have been found out like a long time ago and this and that. Again, for the billionth time, these celebrities, these singers, these artists, these athletes and all that, celebrities, however you want to call them, they're all in one big family. They look out for each other. Even when there's beef amongst some of these like celebrities and all that, is if they're not actors, they're doing some of their greatest acting right there and then. The greatest acting is not what you see on the shows and movies. It's what you see out in the open like feuds or beef that there is from like one artist with another or one actress with another actress and yada yada yada. That is some of the best acting that exists in our lifetime, because by doing that they're leading people on to believe that they're average people like you and me, that have issues with other people and all that. And I'm not saying that they're not average people like you and me, because we're all human beings and all that. Sure, we have a lot of that we share in a common sense, but realistically, a lot of those celebrities are part of the elite. They don't have to worry about money. They don't have to worry about security. They don't have to worry about being set for life and none of that. As long as they keep the charade up, and as long as they keep the eyes of the masses on them, and like keep them distracted from everything else that's happening around the world, they're doing their greatest acting. And that includes artists, that includes rappers and singers and everything. The list goes on. But like, again, how many times do they have to show us what they're really about before we actually say, well, man, there might be something to it, because it's not coincidence, bro. Like, no, it's just not. It's not. I'm gonna say it to the camera. It's not coincidence. It is not. And I hate having to do that, man. But sometimes I feel like, hopefully, by me saying it to the camera, it actually reaches people and actually like causes an effect of like a slap in the face, like a tough love slap in the face. Like, it is not coincidence. Anyways, let's continue on with the news. Oh man, all right. So this upcoming article I'm gonna share with you guys is, sad, but so this article is by Fox13News.com. The headline reads, "It ended in tragedy. Lakeland rapper shot at album release party, family says." This is fresh off the press, I believe yesterday or something like that. Lakeland, Florida. A Lakeland rapper with a promising future was shot and killed at his own album release party, according to his family. The family of 25-year-old Raheem Bacon says he was killed in a shooting early Saturday morning that sent another woman to the hospital in critical condition. Why? Because now a son is gone. A father is gone. A nephew is gone. A cousin is gone. A talented musician is gone. A friend is gone. And for what reason? His aunt, Brandy Allen Gomez, said. The family says he was celebrating the release of his new music with a party at Jade Fox Lounge. Lakeland police say they are investigating what happened, but Bacon's family says there's nothing that will bring back the light of their family. We are completely broken as a family because we don't understand it. We don't get it. This was not supposed to happen, his aunt Alicia Crawford Sullivan said. Raheem was the younger brother of professional basketball player Dwayne Bacon, but his family says he was creating his own path in the music industry. Known professionally as 350 Heem, he signed with Motown Records and was making a name for himself. He called me when he signed his deal with Motown. He said, "Auntie, what your mortgage payment is?" He said, "I can't pay off your house, but I got 2 mortgage payments for you," Crawford Sullivan said. This is probably him with his son. It said that's who Raheem was, a young man who deeply cared for his family, 2 young children, and his hometown. He was a ball of love and goofball, after Allen Gomez said. He loved family, he loved music, he loved his community. He was a proud young man and a hardworking young man and a loving father. Fox 13 spoke with the owner of Jade Fox Lounge, who said they are shocked by what happened as the night was ending. We are shocked by this tragedy. We've been open since 2018 and have never experienced anything like this. Jiang Zhang, the owner of Jade Fox Lounge. If I butcher that, I'm sorry. However you pronounce that. Said in a statement to Fox 13, the incident happened outside in the parking lot. We search all patrons before entering our business and don't control what people keep in their vehicles. We have turned over security footage to the Lakeland Police Department. Zhang said the business is closed with no reopening date at this time. Lakeland police initially took 23-year-old Jamila Johnson in custody after a gun was found at the scene. Officers announced Tuesday Johnson was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon in connection with the incident. Police didn't elaborate further, saying additional charges could be forthcoming. Anyone with information regarding blah, blah, blah. So why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm bringing this up because this is one of those like rare moments where the artist or the singer actually is not connected, at least not out in the open, not to the public eye, not affiliated or connected to any gang related stuff, and I truly doubt that that's the case, but we don't even see any again, straight away, we don't see any evidence pointing to that. And it's sad. It really is sad that if he truly was an outstanding man, the way his auntie and family describe him to be. And don't get me wrong, all of our families would describe us, individuals as, for the most part, good, good human beings or whatever. But in this case, you can kind of truly hear and feel the pain and the disbelief within the family of wow, it shouldn't have been him and all that. So hold on, I missed some of the comments, I guess. Okay, so William, you're gonna have to send me that through. I mean, I could open it up. I just have to open up an extra tab. But whenever, I know everyone wants to share a link, and I always welcome it. But just know that I can't open it up on StreamYard. I have to open up a tab on YouTube and then open it from there. Let's see. Right now, I can't even see. Okay, while I wait for the link to pop up, yeah, it just sucks. It sucks that this happened to this young man, especially if he really truly was not affiliated with any type of gang stuff or nothing like that. It sucks. Also, on top of that, I will say this, because the article does let us know that he is the younger brother of an NBA player. I want to see if I can find it again. I know it says it somewhere on here. Here we go. Dwayne Bacon. So Raheem was the younger brother of professional basketball player Dwayne Bacon. So I know this is going to be just a little tiny bit messed up, but it is a moment for me to speculate. This is the part where there might be some people that watch this afterwards and be like, man, that's so insensitive or whatever. But no, I'm not being insensitive, and very much so not on purpose. If it comes off that way, I apologize in advance, because that's not what I'm trying to do. However, this is just my feedback and my opinion over here. in my speculation. But I feel like now, and I'm not saying anything specific here. Like, I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression, the wrong idea. But I'll just say this. I wouldn't be surprised if in the coming months or coming years, Dwayne Bacon will have more of an impact in his career, if that makes sense. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to expand on it. I said what I said, and I won't take it back. I don't regret it. It's just my speculation. But anyways, it's a sad story. Obviously, prayers to the family, prayers to the friends, the neighbors, and all that. And I really do hope that there's justice, to be had. Okay, so next thing that I want to bring up real quick, and I promise you guys I will not be on for too long because it's extremely hot in this room, and I need to take a shower and get clean at some point before tonight ends. So I don't think I'm gonna be on for too long. But anyways, this is by Vibe.com, and the headline reads, Travis Scott announces Utopia concert at Circus Maximus in Rome. And then the second, or like the sub headline says, the first show was originally planned for Pyramids of Giza in Egypt before it was canceled. And now it's going to be in Rome. All right. Now, let me just say this, y'all. Oh, wait a second. Can it be? Is it really? Is that who I think it is? Is that BB? The real, the authentic, original, no messing around, no tomfoolery, back burner, BB in the flesh. She says, hello, Diddy Q and Emily. Blessings up to the... Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence. How far we have come compared to back years that went trying to push. Yeah. Oh, I know. All right. So why am I bringing this article up? I'm bringing it up because the fact that, oh man, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, I'm reaching here with this one, and it's okay. I get it. That's fine. You think what you want. But the fact that Travis has this concert concept of Utopia, right? And it was originally planned to be located and performed at in Egypt, right? Which already from the get-go, all right, Egypt is the homeland of a lot of culturally mystical arts. If I'm not mistaken, it's where Aleister Crowley, got his beginnings and searching for relics, and then trying to open up a portal, and then become demonically possessed, and but now in Rome has a rich history of a lot of I don't want to say occult, but it has a lot of background and historic essence of same thing that Greece had. It was they had a lot of demigod stuff, and it's a lot to it is attributed to them being believers of a lot of antichrist things, if that makes sense. So I find it interesting how he was gonna do his concert in one place where it's already tells and shows his true colors, and then now at another place that also shows his true colors. Anyways, the article reads, Travis Scott has announced a new place to hold his Utopia concert after his original Pyramids of Giza show was canceled. The Sicko Mode rapper will now hold his album's first show at Circus Maximus in Rome, Italy. The place he also named his forthcoming film after. Tuesday, August the 1st, Scott revealed the new location on Instagram with a photo of him standing on a stack of speakers. First stop, Utopia, live at Circus Maximus. We out. His official website, Circus Maximus, is an ancient chariot racing stadium in Rome, which has been turned into a massive entertainment venue. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Trying to see. Ooh. Here we go. Here's the juicy stuff. Y'all ready for this? It says, ironically, Scott's show was canceled after the Egyptian Syndicate of Musical Professions announced a lawsuit against a 32-year-old. Egyptian lawyer Abdel Salam, sounds like a meat, but appeared on Memory TV to elaborate on the decision to pursue the Houston rapper ahead of his highly anticipated event. The lawyer alleged that Scott practices satanic rites and has a black record. Abdeslam also claimed that Scott's intentions were to spread global Freemasonry and rewrite Egyptian history. The singer has a black record. He is known to be a staunch supporter of global Freemasonry and the Afrocentric organization that opposes Egyptian identity and heritage. Abdel Salam stated, "We have taken all legal measures to prevent this show." Folks, what more do you need? What more do you need in order to be convinced? I know a lot of you can say, "Oh, that's he say, she say," or whatever, hearsay, word of mouth that with no evidence. People died at his last concert, bro. There was frequencies in the air, okay, whether it be through sounds or whatever, that was killing off people in front of him, and he did nothing about it. Didn't stop the concert. He didn't pause and say, let's get, these people tended to in the ambulance. He didn't say, everybody stop moving. Don't trample nobody. Don't, nothing. He just let it happen. He allowed it to happen. People were pretty much like in his face almost, begging him to stop the concert because there was people dying or fainting left and right. He acknowledged them. The people talking to him, like, I hear what you're saying, but whatever. The show must go on. What? This part of the article is telling you that the lawyer that pretty much stopped the whole thing of him having the concert in Egypt specifically did it because the lawyer alleged that Scott practices satanic rites and has a black record. Also claimed that Scott's intentions were to spread global Freemasonry and rewrite Egyptian history. He is known to be a staunch supporter of global Freemasonry and the Afrocentric organization that opposes Egyptian identity and heritage. Yeah, go for that lawyer. In his shows, the American rapper performs the full range of satanic rites. He continued, "The well-being of Egyptian citizens is more important to us than holding such a show and justifying it by saying that we need to invigorate tourism." Wow. Yeah, good on that lawyer, man. Good on that lawyer for calling him out and all that. That's awesome. They just let it slip. Definitely planned. That was so sad watching the parents talk about losing the kids at that concert. Yeah, no. Anyways, I just thought that was an article worth sharing because it's just more of the darkness being exposed. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, let me leave that open and then, okay. I got like one more thing to show you guys before sharing some of the links that you guys shared on the live stream, on the live chat, sorry. This should be interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah, Travis Scott is disgusting. I agree 1,000%. So this article is by Madame Noir, or Madame Noir, however you pronounce it. $15,000 lawsuit claims Bow Wow scammed 10-year-old aspiring girl rapper. Bow Wow is accused of stealing money from a 10-year-old child in a random and bizarre new lawsuit. In a post shared on July 25th, according to court documents obtained by a Spade TV official, the plaintiff's camp argued that the Like You rapper accepted a $3,000 payment via Cash App for a musical feature he never recorded for the tween's track. The lawsuit was reportedly filed by the child's Tennessee-based father. The duo demands that the rapper, born Shad Gregory Moss, coughs up $15,000 in damages and attorney fees. The filing stated that the suit was based on the foregoing and as a direct consequence of defendants' actions and failures. What initially prompted the Tennessee father-daughter duo to ask Bow Wow for a feature on the youngster's rap song is unclear. The source provided no information regarding whether the duo had proof they sent their $3,000 payment to Bow Wow's verified Cash App account. That's tricky though, because technically, that's so tricky. Because you could open up a Cash App account and have it linked to like your phone or whatever, and you can have your name on there, like whatever, Bow Wow official, and you could use that for like, let's say for years. But technically, like if before someone sends you that Cash App account, you could, like, without them knowing that that's yours, you could open up a new one under a different name with a different phone with different information, and they could send it there, and then you could just claim that, hey, that wasn't my Cash App account, that's somebody else's, mine's this one over here. So that's a little tricky, but I just thought it was like a little, not funny, but I just thought it was interesting how the title was really, really eye-grabbing. Oh man. All right. So that's it for that. And I was gonna share one more thing, but I don't even know if I should. I'll leave this for another day. But the other tab I was going to share, I'm just going to go straight to the links that you guys provided in the live chat. Let me just scroll back real quick. Let's see. One. Okay, I see just that one link. Okay. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Yo, this should be interesting. Let me just refresh this. Oh man, this is too funny. Thank you, William, in advance for sharing this. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, this is completely off topic and off brand in a way from the channel, but the title's interesting. So already I'll be honest, I don't like this guy or his brother. They come off as just, I don't know, man. I can't even find the words right now. So I really, usually I can't stand them, but I will be fair and I will be honest. In a lot of their videos, they do make good points. I just don't like their delivery, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's besides the case. Let me just make sure the tab is sharing. And here we go.
Stumbled across this old video from the 50s.
It's about
Homosexuals.
Never knows when the homosexual is about. He may appear normal, and it may be too late when you discover he is mentally ill. But all homosexuals are not passive. Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious.
I stumbled across this old video from the 50s.
Let's try to
It's
get
about
the-
homosexuals.
Never knows when the
scroll down.
homosexual is about. He may appear normal, and it may be too late when you discover he is mentally ill. But all homosexuals are not passive. Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures. Jimmy knew he shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious. What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual, a person who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex.
We've came a long way in this country. And we ain't far enough. Not all gay people are bad, man. Like, we have a lot of gay people come to our shows, but they conservative gay, good gay. You said the language that's using that video, they may appear normal. Thought that was homophobic. I think you can be gay and be normal. You can be straight and not normal. Look at Joe Biden. I stumbled across this.
All right. So yeah, that was a very interesting clip, William. Oh man, that was funny. But yeah, anyways, wrapping things up already because I think around 10:30 I'll call it a night. I want to let you guys know in advance that August is JDQ's month, meaning my birthday is on the 30th. And the only reason I'm even bringing that up and saying that is because I think it was on my last stream, either Monday or last Friday or something. I did mention how by the end of this month, the goal is to make the very aggressive move of doing this full time. And I'm very aware that it's not an easy decision to make. It's not an easy move to make. It's not, a lot of people will say it's not the smartest move to make. And, I respect that mindset and I respect that opinion. But at the same time, I do have to also respect my vision and respect what I feel, not only in my gut, but in the spirit to be the best thing to do for myself, and my mental health and all that. So, thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. It's going to be a very, very interesting change of pace and change of, day-to-day activity. Not one that I'm not familiar with because I was doing full-time streaming not too long ago, up until like the beginning of this year or something like that. So, I know how it goes. I know how it is. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be extremely challenging. But I'll be completely honest. I'd rather spend most of my time here with you guys, expressing myself, sharing my feedback, my opinions, my commentary. Obviously, don't take this stream as an example because this is just like a very simple, like basic, non-crazy like stream. This is one of the lower energy like streams that I do. Very calm, very collected, not as animated and not as like in your face about it. But obviously, me switching over to doing this full time, it just means doing actual official like podcast, whether it be by myself or with the team. and also putting out content a lot more consistently on a daily basis, with like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So hopefully, you guys stick around and help me build this channel up, even more than the first one was or is. And yeah, all I really ask for like a birthday gift for this my birth month is that you guys not only watch the videos, but please help me share the content forward. There's a lot that goes on this channel. There's music review, there's artist reviews, there's podcast episodes, there's informative shorts, there's funny shorts. There's a lot of playlists on this channel that you can share forward, in case maybe someone that them and that will like maybe some of the content but not the other content. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. It's not just always like one thing and that's it. I tried to be as diverse as I can, to keep the channel from like not getting flagged, or keep the channel from not being like blackballed or like blacklisted. But at the same time, I do try to keep consistency within the general mission and vision of the channel itself. White those who and that's okay, because I am compatible with someone else who I hold near and dear to my heart. So it's all good. I don't feel bad. But thanks for letting me know. It's always nice to know when another fellow like Virgo is around. I'm not nowhere near at all into that whole realm of like thinking, or I don't really read the horoscope and all like that. But that's the only thing I do know about myself, is I am a Virgo apparently. And so whenever there is another Virgo in the room, it's like I appreciate the patronage, or I appreciate the viewership and the support. But yeah, that being said, guys, there is a lot of things you could do to bless this channel, the team, myself, my family. There's a lot of options. All right. Scrolling below me right now, there's things you could do to help the views on this account, or the TikTok account, or the Instagram account. And also, if you want to help bless the channel itself, or help bless me to be able to like do this on a more frequent basis, there's ways of doing that as well. So yeah, don't let me stop you. What? I would hope so. I don't even know if that's even true, but I believe it. Apparently, I must believe it. Anyways, guys, I am gonna let you guys go in a bit. But for the moderators, if you could do me a small favor, is sharing the extra links. Again, this stream, this is not one of the streams that I'm like really like consider like a great stream. This is just like a very laid back, calm, cool and collected, very passive like stream. I'm not expecting anyone to come across as and be like, oh wow, this is like the greatest stream I've seen in a long time. No, I'm aware that this stream is like extremely calm, cool, and collected, and laid back. But if you've seen any of the other videos or content on this channel, you will see a difference. You will see that this channel and myself even can become extremely exciting, extremely animated, and all this great stuff. So just give it a chance. Don't let this stream be the only thing that you base your opinion off of. And yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, appreciate that, William. Thank you. And thank you, Emily, for that. I appreciate it. Yes, White Dove, blessings and love to you as well. And I agree, it was nice. A way to round out Wednesday. Yeah, I agree. Also, before you go, White Dove, before you go, I hope you're still here, but if you left, it's okay. But before you go, if you're still here, This Friday, we're going to have a continuation of the Bible Trivia game show, where I'm giving out real money through Cash App and PayPal and or any other form of payment method that you want to, just for answering basic, easy, fundamental Bible questions. So if you want to participate or know of someone who would like to participate and potentially have a chance or an opportunity at a chance of winning money off of just answering Bible questions, pass it on, pass it forward. Friday night around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we'll start the show and just be giving out money, you know. But anyways, that being said, love you guys. Stay blessed and safe out there. And until next time, this was JDQ with Vision Eye View TV signing out. Love you guys.